Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Parkitect, where we are looking at either... oh no, we didn't overlaps. Oh yeah, these two here. So we've got Adventure Island and Archipelago Adventures. I asked you to let me know which one you'd like to see. Thank you to everyone who typed in, I want to see the adventure one, seeing as they're both the adventure, so that was helpful. Other than that, I'll be honest with you, it was relatively neck and neck. I didn't do a full count, but looking over them, it was relatively neck and neck. But the arguments for playing Adventure Island were a little bit stronger for me. Okay, so basically, here we have to worry about rain a lot more, cold and wet, so we have to look it's showing us that we have to box stuff in a lot more. Whereas here, it's kind of more of the same, really, although we have got some limitations with the landscape and stuff. Basically, you know, it's another tropical park, so I think we will come back to that one, and in the meantime have a go at Adventure Island. We're going to try and do both anyway. We're still playing this game for a good few weeks, I think. There's nothing else on the horizon at the moment, and I'm still really enjoying my time here. So for that reason, look at this, we have an awesome coaster already. Small island park with a unique observation tower, wants to attract more guests, but it's cold and wet. Okay, 500 people in the park, have a happiness rating of 80. And try and do it by the end of December year 2. Alright, well, let's try and do it by the end of December year 2. Let's pause the game for a moment. So we have this pretty epic looking, like a Gerstlauer, like a Eurofighter, I suppose. Is it? See, look, I'm getting good, I'm getting better on my coasters, aren't I? I say this, I might be incredibly wrong. But this drop here, I'm sure, is what they call a Eurofighter. It looks great. I have ridden one of these. The Saw, I think, at Thorpe Park is one of those. So is this where people are coming in? They're coming along this pier. Into here, yeah, here's the way in here. So yeah, we've got a nice information desk. It's all about covering stuff up, man. It's all about covering stuff up. What piece is that? I don't recognise that bit there. What are you? Are you that roof half, are you? Oh, that's nice. I never know we had those bits. Okay, good. That's useful. So a lot of the queue is covered here, and obviously the station is tied in like this sort of wood. Pretty standard woody kind of look that we're going to go for, I think. Glass paneling on the top of here as well, so that's rideable in the rain. Is that it? Is that all we've got? Okay, so we're... Oh, no, we have, of course, this observation tower. Yeah, let's have a look at this then. So is that a couple of shops there, is it? Yeah, donuts and coffee. Looking good. And then this... Is this an actual ride? It's an elevator. I never really get the... You know, they always had these in RollerCoaster Tycoon, and a lot of people ask for them, but, like... is that the point? Is it to make an observation tower out of them? They always just seem like a bit of a weird thing to me, those days. Anyway, okay, so actually not that much space to work with here, to be honest. This is going to be a bit of a tricky one, I reckon. Next up then, let's have a look at the rides we've got available. Again, not much. Wave Swinger, Carousel, we've got a drop tower, a top scan, and a twister we've got already in. Coaster-wise, we've got a few different coasters there. We've got the elevators already. Paddle boat. We haven't got much to work with at all here, to be honest, folks. Especially stuff we can get covered up so that people will ride it when it's wet, which I think is going to be a key thing here. So let's get a research team. Let's get them working on thrill rides straight away. Let's see if we can get some more thrilling flats similar to this one. In the meantime, I suppose prioritise stuff where people don't mind getting wet. We haven't got any... log flume or anything. I'm guessing the carousel should be okay because it's increased popularity during rain. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. There's no. Is there going to be anything else like that? Does the paddle boats do the same? No. Okay. Well, in that case, carousel has got to get down. All right, let's go here. Because what I'm thinking is we can basically get this one. We can get it done, we can get it in place, and we can get it open, and they're not going to struggle. I quite like that. I quite like that queue. What are they used for it? Just colours, that's nice. They're not going to struggle getting people to get on board with this one, are they? Okay, let's get here to path. I would like some wood path here. I know I've just completely ripped that to shreds, but what I'm thinking is kind of like a trolley, people waiting and dumping area for, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Pushchairs, you know, perambulators, to use the correct terminology. A perambulator. That's an awesome word, by the way. It's a pram. I don't know if you knew, but I'm telling you, it's a pram. Right, I must apologise if I sound a little, almost like a little bit of a lisp. And I don't know whether people know this. I don't know whether I've mentioned this before. No, I have. I'm sure I've mentioned this before. But I have a couple of false teeth right at the front of my mouth. Two of one of my main front ones and the one just the side of it are actually fake. I got them knocked out when I was younger. I got mugged. Years and years ago this was now. It's all well behind me. But yeah, some guy with his keys in his fist went cool, and the key went through my lip and took out 2 teeth. So I wear a plate, like a denture with these 2 teeth on. And it broke this morning. I bit into it. I've had this denture specifically for that's a hard word to say with 80 teeth. Specifically for 3 years, and it just literally bit into a piece of toast and pew, snapped off. So, I'm speaking with a little bit of a lisp until I can get it fixed this weekend. Hopefully, they can do a repair jobby on it. Because they're expensive bits of kit, you know. I did look at getting them put in permanently. It's like a fixed denture, like a screw-in type thing. But, God, they're so dear. They wanted about, I think they said something like $3,000 for it. Which is pretty crazy. Yeah, so I don't think I'll be doing that. Right, that's the fence. I'd like to now get a pavilion of sorts over this. I think I want to kind of go for this, not the glass style, this style down here, but not flat. That looks a bit dull, to be honest, as flat. So I'm thinking actually this piece, here we go. And we can make a bit of a pavilion here. Yeah, like... Well, we'll go a little higher than, hey, here's that. 2, 3, and then here, and we'll do it here as well. People are going to be pretty happy that we are completely covered here then. I'm assuming these are just regular pillars here. Assuming. It's me S's I'm struggling with. Assuming. Never assume. There we go. That's what I'm thinking. We do something like that, and then here, and then you've got a nice sort of little waiting area. You know, Granny can hold on while the kiddies use the ride, that kind of thing. You know. Do we do around the front as well, or do we leave that open? Maybe we do something like that, just to give it a bit of support, but leave the majority of it open. That, I think people will probably walk through that, but you know, we'll see how it looks. Let's sort our grid out so we can throw these down pretty swift, like so. Whoops. Okay, and then how have they done this then? They just use a couple of crossbars occasionally as well. Yeah. Here, so we've got a crossbar, and we've got these nice pillars down below as well. Okay, cool. Well, that is definitely something we can replicate over here. Like I said, I've said this before. I'm a big fan of trying to sort of keep the. Although this one's relatively boring, not boring, but plain, we might have to start to develop it a little bit. But I really like the idea of keeping the current game's look going, you know, the current level's look. Seeing if we can kind of continue that along. Although we might struggle a little here, because we've got that half piece. Let's have a look. Cornice. Oh no, we have a half cornice. This is good news. So I'm hoping we can just place that in there. Is it the right colour? No, not cornice flat. Cornice half we want. There we go. Can we do something like that? Yeah, okay. There is a paint tool, isn't there? I was just about to say. There is. No. There we go. It's a little tricky to get used. It's there, so it's getting rid of the piece. There we go. Okay, cool. So that is our carousel. Pretty much good to go, that one. Let's charge $2.50. Talking of which, let's see if any of the rides particularly seem cheap. Really good deal. Yeah. Oh god, yeah, we can get like £4 out of that one, I'm sure. Or $4. What about this one? No thoughts at all, but it's only $4.50. I reckon we can go for like $8. You can normally pretty much double what people charge. Now I don't know so much about this elevator. Let's have a look. It says it's free. I'm gonna charge a book and see how we get on. Okay, I like that elevation tower. It's a bit of a way away. I think we're going to keep quite spread out on this one, I reckon. Going to be quite a spread out path. I was watching the awesome Silverette. I mentioned him a few times on this series now. If you haven't seen him already, he's a great content creator. He also had a part in this game development. Actually, he helped put together some of these scenarios. I don't know whether or not this was one of them, but I know for a fact that he's done some scenario work, which is pretty good. And one of his tips, which I think is a perfect tip, and also, to be honest with you, it's something that a few people have mentioned in the comments as well, is that sometimes the thin paths aren't always the best idea, and it is worth occasionally doing a bit of detail work within paths to kind of give them a little bit of depth and a bit of loveliness. So if we do something like that. Yeah, that might do actually. And then here we can go lamps. Quite like that as a plain lamp. That's good. Kind of fits the theme a little bit. There we go. And benches. I quite like this one. It's a look that we haven't used yet, really. This kind of style. So I'm happy to run with it. And then trash. We'll use these ones, but we'll keep them. Where should we keep them? Let's have a couple there. And we'll figure out as we go on. How have they done it? They've used that bench, but they've used the wooden. But that's okay. I don't mind a little bit of variation. Yeah, all right. So we're going to have to play the game here once we've got a couple of rides down, because we need to start that research going, don't we? We're not going to be able to put either the Dryro drop tower or the top scan underneath any sort of cover. So I was really hoping we'd have a bit more cover options. I mean, we could stick a paddle boats down here in the sea for people to get lost in. Though I don't really like the idea of that, to be honest. One thing I have just noticed we need to do is something they haven't done, which is pop down a sign here saying exit only. Because people are coming off this ride. There's no need for them to walk up there. That's an exit path only. Alright, cool. I want some here. What can we put in here? I suppose, I mean, Wave Swinger will fit. We're going to have to do a little bit of terrain work here. It's the first time we really had to worry about terrain as well, because these long scoops here are pretty there we go, pretty unworkable with. So let's do flatten. So from there we can do that. It's going to make a bit of a bridge, but that's all right. Maybe we can do it a bit that way as well. Look how that tree went with it as well. That's awesome. Okay, Wave Swinger. That should fit there now. No, what's wrong with that? Is it just because of how far they swing out? It must be how far they swing out, because yeah, look at that, because the path, it'll let you do it raised up. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, well, I mean, it can be raised up. We can do a bit of work around it to make it look right. That isn't too much of an issue at all. Let's get the entrance in over. I don't know whether it's going to be particularly that popular. Let's get the exit out there. Exit there. There we go, that'll do. Open you up and charge you 350. I don't think we can get away with much more than that. But now what we can do is this. There we go. Alright, we can make this work. We could bring up this terrain here. There we go, like so. Yeah, there we go. And then we can come into our fences, and where's that nice stone fence? I like this one. There are a couple of reasons. One, it's a nice looking fence. What can I say? And two, it's pretty easy to just fill a good chunk of space with it, like so. No, so here's the problem when you get bits like this. But I suppose we could do. Oops. I suppose we can do this and sort of lock it in. No. That looks silly. So let's instead sort out the terrain there so it's not a problem. That's what we're going to have to do, isn't it? I mean, that's not perfect. There we go. There we go. Got that fence. Oh, it still wants to do it, look. Huh. There we go. Ew! But now it's in. Can we now put the terrain back up again? That's an interesting question. Yes, we can. Okay, so is there a way to do? Oh, there we go. Perfect. 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 Okay, and then we want another fence on top of this one actually, because that's only going to be the actual foundation fence. Which fence did we use over here? It was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, I like that one. That looks good. Kind of fits the rest of the theme. So we can now put this on top of this one and not have a problem. Do we have a problem? Oh, we have a little problem. No. Now we're going to have to go through and click each of these individually. I don't think there's a way of getting rid of fences, unfortunately, other than actually physically clicking. There we go. Can we bring you up a little so you don't clip? Oh, you're still a little clippy. Okay, so here's well, it's not a problem, is it? It's just something we're going to have to deal with. There we go. That's better, and I kind of love how they sit on the fence. Actually, now it's not clipping. That actually looks really smart. Okay, and then there we go. That's good. Good. Okay, cool. And we'll do a little cover there, but won't be anything crazy. Put that the right way around. There we go, and then there. Let me look at you. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to pretty much rob this space over here. Although we will actually rob the pillar first, so make sure we got the height right, because we kind of looked out with that one last time, to be honest, because we didn't actually aim for it to be the right height, so we just kind of went for it, and it worked amazingly. Okay. Okay, corners in. Where does it want to be? It wants to be there, doesn't it? Let's hope that's not too low for people. Shouldn't be, I don't think. I do quite like that simple design, although I'm going to say I'm going to guess this isn't a Silverette one. I don't know why, it just doesn't kind of scream Silv, you know? There we go, it's kept it nice and easy. Should we have something there? I think we probably should, shouldn't we? Just to kind of tie all this together. I kind of like this roof piece. Kind of like that. Let's go to the single grid just to help. Might have to take them all the way down, I think. I think it's going to look silly without. Yeah, there we go. And just because I've seen them use already, let's get some of our favourites in there. But not all the way. Oh no, we can't do that, can we? Because it's going to completely destroy the ride. But one thing we can do is get a get a little fountain going. I kind of like the idea of having something a bit beautiful there, and some flowers underneath it. Flower box with some nice red flowers. Oh yeah, and maybe a little bit of topiary. Topiary. Don't know how to say the word. Doesn't look like we have it unlocked actually. There is topiary in the game. Are they under plants? No, a shrub will do. Any shrub will do. just to kind of make it look a little bit more natural. Yeah, they're going to be too big, aren't they? Yeah, okay. Tell you what, though, a couple of water lilies on the... oh, there's somebody at the door. Oh, it was the gas man. He stunk. I'm joking. That's just that's a stupid joke. He was the gas man, though. Just reading the meter. Okay, anyway, he's done. Right, okay, let's get open then, because I think until we really get some research done, we're going to kind of struggle to get stuff going. It doesn't... Oh, let me start again, sorry. I'd like to know how much is coming in, really, before I decide what we do next, to be honest. I would like to do a drop tower. I would like to see what that looks like. I'm going to... Oh, what was that noise? We've reached a happiness rating. Good. We just need 400 more people, and we smashed it. That would be pretty crazy if we managed it. So it's managed like super fast. There we go. I do kind of like the idea of spreading out these paths a little and just making them a little bit more ornate, I guess. Really, a little bit ostentatious, you know. I'm not sure about the lamp on there, but I suppose if you were to have light in it, is where you would have it, isn't it? Trash bins. All right, well, we'll keep the trash bins they've got, I suppose, because they're all the way down this already, aren't they? There we go. Keep the theme they've got. There we go. Carousel's off and rocking. Let's have a look here. One of these. Oh, well, I will save it. That wasn't what I meant to do, though. One of these shows rain protection. Here we go. Yeah, so that is near enough protected. That's interesting. That doesn't class as protection. That's fine. The ride is. That ride is. Okay, elevator. Are you rain protected? Elevator is rain protected as well. Okay, now obviously you're not going to get the coaster rain protected unless you build like a massive dark ride. It's interesting that that isn't. Mind you, I suppose they spring out a bit, don't they? Once the car's gone. Okay, a lot of people want to go on Wave Swinger. A lot of people want to go on Carousel. That's why nobody's really kicking off about the price. People want to go on Twister. That's good. This coaster's awesome. Look, I love that separate colour. And then this thing over here, I kind of hate it. Like, I get it. I get that that's the focal point, and we're limited with the space. But yeah, this is pretty hard to build in, really, and be happy with what you built. I suppose that looks okay, though, doesn't it? And that's quite a nice thing to see. Here we go. Our first set of rain is on us. So now we should see everyone flock to here or here. Now, one thing I always kind of noticed with these games when rain comes, it says, I won't go on that while it's raining. They'll come to stuff that is covered, such as this, and quite happily stand in the rain for the queue while it rains, because they know that this is rain covered. But oftentimes, like, the rain has stopped before the queue's gone down, you know. So I mean, I don't know what to do with that information. I just thought I'd share it as something I've noticed. Let's just speed the time down a little bit because it looks like they're going to die. If not, okay. All right. Let's see. Research is halfway done. Let's just hope that's something we can use. Until then, I mean, we could stick one of these in just because it looks pretty good, doesn't it? We've not seen it before, have we? There, do we stick one there? And do a similar kind of setup to what we've done elsewhere? The entrance here, exit here. Yeah, that's not what I meant to do at all. Entrance here with the queue going around is what I meant to do. There we go. There we go. Yeah, to there. Good. And again, we'll just do a bit of queue coverage, I think. That's probably going to be the easiest thing to do. It's all about what gets researched here, isn't it? It's all about what comes out. I'll tell you what we'll do here. Let's go. Well, let's do. Do we go underground a little bit then? Let's go to there. Do what we need to do, and then let's raise you up. Right. That might be a little high, but we'll see. And then we do all around here. This one. There we go. Oops. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then take one of these. Here, here, and here. Here, here, and here. And then one of these end bits here, higher up, just so it looks like something a bit more is going on, you know. And I think probably cornices around it are going to be important. I kind of love how quick you get results with this, you know. Like, look at that. How long did that take us to build? That would have took 20 minutes in Blanco. Now, you know, they're not comparable games other than the fact that they both need to adjust the height. Ah! Like I said, that'd be quite a rubbish ride, wouldn't it? What's a good height? I don't know. What does it do? Do we have to pick what it does? Or will it just get on with it? I reckon we could probably get a few quid for that one. Let's get the price up a little. There we go. It's going and it's open. People should be more than happy to start riding that. It's gone in quite nicely. Fence-wise, we'll keep the same as what we've got going on here. It sticks up a little, doesn't it? There we go. See, it's let me do it that time. It wouldn't let me do that before, weirdly. Interesting. There it does. The fences do actually sit either side of the wall. That's something to bear in mind. One thing I've just realised is we're going to have to copy all of these down. There we go. And we can grab that fence from there. Pull that all along there. And there, and here, and here, and here, and here. Is nobody really interested in this? What's going on? Is it too expensive? I'm going to guess. Too expensive. Let's have a look. No, lots of people just saying they want to go on it. Well, get on it then. Stop messing around. Spend some money. Whee. Look at the stats on that. It looks pretty intense. Medium, medium, and low nausea. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, well, that's its start. It's not much, but it's something we could really do with this. I'm going to hold on for a second until... currently working on... Oh, a launch drop tower. It says there what it's doing, look. Oh, that's no good. We don't want a launch drop tower. We've got a launch drop tower. Just thought of a few things we might not have, though. One of which being a staff room that we could probably squeeze in down here. Let's try and keep all that sort of stuff together. We'll even carry this building over a little bit so as we've got some coverage. Because I imagine they're not going to like the look of this place here. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Oh, God, we can see backstage. It's gross. The game is saved. Good. Okay. Right, let's get a... let's do a staff room then, just while we're waiting for some stuff to sort itself out. There we go. I never remember where they are. Parkitect's staff room. There we go. And that's connected now? Yes, okay. So all we have to do is cover this building up and a lot of this building as well. So, let's... that's one thing we haven't done, I've just realised. He's put these things on the base where they've got them elsewhere. We will do that in a moment. But first of all, we just kind of need this covering here. All right. What we'll have to do is we'll put, even though it hasn't really got them anywhere else. Excuse me. We're going to have some sort of wall covering around that because this what I'm building here is not going to be enough. People are not going to be happy. They're going to still be able to see stuff. So we're going to need a wall piece. That's water, not wall. We're going to need a plain wall piece that we can basically... Oh, Control Z again. I'm always pressing that. I need to change that. Thank you to the person who told me it was Control Z. I think it was last episode or the episode before. I was like, why does that keep happening? There we go. So we can kind of do something like that, I guess. I know we haven't done those bits there, but I'm trying to keep that sort of look to it. Has that helped? Let's have a look. Decoration. Yes, okay, so decoration is mostly okay there now. Couple of little bits here, I think they can probably see. So how about just some trees, really? Might be enough, you know. Or it might just be that they've... No, there we go. Yeah, that's fixing that last little bit. And there's a little bit of an issue there still. I'm hoping that it's just little bits just in the way. Let's cover most of that up there. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so that's sorting our staff out to an extent. Gets less interesting up there, obviously, but I think a bit more planting would probably do some good. Really, toilets we really need, don't we? We have got no toilets to speak of. Here we could do a little toilet block. That wouldn't be very offensive. Just waiting for that to go. It's taking a bit of an age. Let's do a little 2x3 toilet block there, because we haven't got any in at the moment, and it'll be kind of interesting to see this sort of happen almost in real time now. What's up with you? Tiredness. Sit down then, or go home. Okay, so we'll get some cobble to there. All right. And then we can if we just put decoration up while we get our walls in. Kind of like this sort of cream that they come as a standard. To be honest with you, I'm a bit of a fan. There we go. You'll actually see the colour sort of shift and change as it goes. Look at that. Now, obviously, this is still red here, but you ain't going to be able to do much about that because at some point there are just bathrooms, so that's about as best you can do really for coverage. It's covered a lot of it. There we go. And we'll come in here and grab this cornice, and again we'll try and do that sort of like slight gap before the roof. See if we can make that look any good. I'm not sure. We do that. Looks quite like woodlandy, I suppose, like a woodland kind of build. Talking of woodland kind of builds, I've got a Sims 4 build that we are working on as we speak. That's kind of like a woodlandy kind of build. Somebody very generously donated the cats and dogs pack to the channel, so I've been having a lot of fun in that. The actual making of the animals is like crazy good. Like, it's ridiculous how good. I mean, I only really remember Unleashed on the very original game. I don't think I ever remember any of the pets. Maybe Sims 2. I kind of have a vague recollection, but I definitely remember Unleashed on the first version of the game. And yeah, the stuff you can do in this one comparatively is kind of crazy. There we go. I'm interested to see the actual scope of these change as we go. That's pretty impressive. We probably could have used that one again there, but we'll just do that. I hope that's okay. There we go. So even though like you can kind of get glimpses of it, like that kind of works, doesn't it? That's kind of cool. And I think there is a sign of some description. Details, is it under? I think yes. There we go. There we go. There you know where the loo is. Kind of like the idea of something like this as well, just to really kind of enforce that you're undercover in this place. Don't worry. We've only had one. Saying all this though, we've only had actually one bit of rain so far. And again, a windsock on top of there. In one of Sill's videos, he was like, I think the translation is windsock, but that can't be right because it's ridiculous. I was like, no, that's what we call them. Yeah, they're windsocks. It is a ridiculous word, you're right. Let's get that fence there to there. I think all of this should really be fenced. Where does that fence end? Is it over here? Like, surely all of this should be fenced. Probably not in this fence, but you know, it's a roller coaster. It's dangerous. Okay, was that done? What's that class at? Launch drop tower. See, I mean, we could replace that with a launched one, but it's kind of the same ride, isn't it? What are you working on now? Still researching. Go on, let's replace this with a launched one and see if it's a little bit more interesting. There we go. Does everything else stay the same? Yes, apart from you there, you little weirdo. Get over there. Thank you. Let's do a launched one then. Put the entrance and exit in. Oh no, exit. There we go. Yeah, good. Open it. No. Ride it up first. Let's go. I mean, I don't know what's 20. They didn't flood in on $6, did they? So we'll try $5.50, and we'll call it. I just realised we haven't called it anything. Let's call it. Let's call it the pants filler. I don't know, because you would, wouldn't you? It's scary. This one is just called Wave Swinger, but that's fine, and I'm assuming this one's just called Carousel, and that's fine as well. What's this one called under here? It's really hard to click when something's underneath. That's just called Twister. That's fine. What's the coaster called? Killer Bee. I like it. I actually quite like the name Killer Bee. That's pretty neat. So we've added a staff room. We've added some coverage there so that people aren't too offended by it anymore. Let's just rob the fence that we've been using, and let's keep that going over here. Oh, did I not click it? Fence. Good. Only because we've got some slight issues with fencing here. So we might as well neaten all that up. And while we're at it, get rid of some of the... I don't mind mixes of fences. It's the in-game... the sort of automatic one I'm not a massive fan of, to be honest. Like, I'm not really a huge... I don't really have a huge problem with fencing, like, not being on the path, to be honest. But let's just do something like that. Let's put that tree there and get rid of that one. There we go. See, you can't really move stuff. Let's do some cobbles here. And again, I'm just trying to think about opening the areas up into some plazas and stuff. Something I've been talking about on Geekism as well, actually. Not Geekism, this is Geekism. On Planet Coaster, that we've just been having some kind of issues with pathing, getting a bit past us. Ringing it back and remembering that, you know, really, although these games use paths to kind of shift, by the way, doesn't that? It uses paths to kind of, you know, because it's simple to AI. Really, there aren't paths in theme parks. There are just slabs of concrete where there isn't a ride that people can walk around and do whatever they want. Pavilions. Do you know what? Let's go for full coverage. I kind of like the idea of keeping up with the coverage, so to speak. Not keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with the coverage. And I think this design we've got here is plain yet solid. And I think that's something we should probably work towards on this place. Is plain yet solid. That tree's going to have to go. We'll replant a tree though. Don't worry. I'm not in the mood for just destroying trees, folks, okay? That is not my game. There we go. We're going a bit shorter on this one, I think. It's probably a good move. Hush, 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 that guy just said. That's a new one. We'll leave these ones open so it looks a little bit more inviting. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm all about that, and I think that genuinely kind of makes the difference. That's the difference that makes the difference. Maybe to plant these, well, plants. There's just, like, again, there's one tree, a different colour. There we go. Alright, cool. What are we researching? Do we know yet? Wipeout! That's good. We can get that one undercover. In the next episode we will. But I don't... Yeah, we're halfway there. It's a pretty simple one, this, I think. As long as the happiness is still up, is it? Happiness? Oh no, happiness is 52. Wow, we've got a lot of work to do then in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments. If you fancy chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at JohnTSparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over at our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.